The sunrise, the dark skies like an eclipse. How far the world slipped in the abyss. We modern day prophets, the system got a glitch. I thank the most high, my weakness turned to strength. But these burdens are heavy, we got our crosses to carry. Trying to see it from all angles, just like kaleidoscopes. Life just be too real that I don't know how to joke. My people be running wild, so aggressive is my approach. Doctrines of devils, tossing people like to and fro. Your pastor don't want no smoke, these scriptures go blow for blow. My Hebrews go toe to toe, we waking our people up. The truth, it hit hard, so it's shaking the people up. Strangers give evil lies, wisdom make faces shine. I'm bolder than cat letters, but smoother than black leather. One love to my ancestors, but it's time we demand better. One love to my ancestors, but it's time we demand better. We taking over, we taking over, we taking over, taking over, we taking over. Yeah, look at what the world's coming to. Yeah, just look at what the world is coming to. Yeah, we taking over, we taking over, we taking over, we taking over. Yeah, just look at what the world's coming to. Just look at what the world's coming to. Too many bloodthirsty merchants lurking while we searching. They doing witchcraft, but this armor ain't for piercing. My sword is for wielding. Slice through a body, I can slice through a building. Style with the substance on the path to justice. But these scornful men bring the city to a snare. I bring it to your door before you caught up in the web. That means the streets is a trap. Better use your head, you better use your head. Swimming with the sharks, you might lose your head. Arms, neck, and legs, we got a long way to go to resurrecting the dead. It's a call for unity, Messianic believers. I mean the dark-skinned redeemer. I ain't talking about Caesar. We remember our brother, we ain't got no amnesia. That's from Genesis to Revelations. We in the volumes, riding on white stallions. 144,000. We taking over, taking over, we taking over, taking over, we taking over. Yeah, just look at what the world's coming to. Just look at what the world's coming to.
Shalom Israel, it's your boy Nubreed coming through with another exclusive interview. But first and foremost, I'm gonna let y'all know where we at. We at the Link here in Las Vegas, and I'm interviewing none other than the founders, the creators of Rhema Word Clothing, the clothing that ministers. And before I interview them, I'ma just be a testament for y'all real quick. I've been walking around the Vegas Strip for the last couple days, and I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all clothes really do minister to people. People look at the clothes, they look at the caps, they look at the phrases, and they wonder, and they question, and they ask questions. And typically the people wearing them have the answers, and it really does minister to people. And I just had to let y'all know. I'm a fan of the clothing. I'm always shouting Rhema Word Clothing out, not because it's of the Hebraic faith, but because it is fire clothing. I mean, we got to drop a few flame emojis for Rhema Word Clothing. In the comment box, I want y'all to drop some flame emojis for that Rhema Word, all right? But with no further ado, you have Sister Chi-Chi.
Shalom, everyone.
Shalom. And you have Elder Yakan, the plug, bringing all the brews together. Shalom, shalom. Absolutely. So it's going to be ladies first. We're going to start with Sister Chi-Chi. And first and foremost, I want to just give people a little bit about your background that got you doing what it is you do in the fashion industry, in the fashion business, and making it an actual ministry, a clothing ministry.
Well, my background is in fashion, merchandising, and theater, drama. So I'm an artsy type of chick anyways. I've always been very artistic. I love to draw, I love to sing, I love to dance. I'm a triple threat, so I act, sing, and dance. And so overall, when it comes to my relationship with the Most High, I've always felt like I was from somewhere else. I never felt like I was from America per se. I felt like my genetics and my blood was always pulling me to West Africa. Now, anyone who knew me growing up will tell you, will validate what I'm telling you. This is not something that I kind of just jumped on the bandwagon because I saw other people doing it. At 9 years old, I already knew I wanted to marry someone from Africa. At 9 years old, I had a list of things I wanted to do, the type of man I wanted. I already knew I wanted to go to West Africa to minister. I already knew I wanted to live in West Africa and have a place here in America too, at 9. So this is something that, once again, people who knew me at that age can validate.
Absolutely. You had the vision, huh?
Yes, I did. I had this knowing inside of me. And then, of course, I grew up Christian, and I thank the Most High for, I guess, growing up in that particular religion, because I did learn fundamental basics of, you know, how to build a relationship with the Most High, and just experiencing His presence and understanding the importance of praise and the importance of worship and the importance of prayer. I learned a lot of things. I don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but I am so very grateful that He decided. It's not because I saw somebody's YouTube video. It's not because I randomly ran across somebody who was in the truth wearing fringes and I asked them why are they wearing fringes. It had nothing to do with any outside source. It was the Most High that actually woke me up with a dream. In 2000, well, actually, it was like around 2009. I had a dream in 2011, but I actually started learning Hebrew and doing Hebrew classes in like 2008, 2009. And so eventually the Most High connected me with my aunt here, Yakan, here in Vegas, because we ended up going to the same church. And neither one of us knew that we were both in the truth or knowledgeable about anything being Israelite, or
most definitely
not doing like Christmas and like all the pagan holidays and stuff. Like, we didn't know that we were on that same wavelength, but the Most High knew.
right.
And so eventually,
we just happened to start talking about it one day,
Right.
at their house.
right.
That's how everything started coming up and unraveling. And
Exactly.
then that's when we started talking about it.
Right. But anyway, yeah, so I moved to China, and while I was in China, the Hukana was like, hey, I got this clothing business, you know. I think you first asked me about helping you get some like discounted shirts from China.
Yeah, discounted
Yeah.
shirts from China.
I'm like, bro, I'm too busy here. I can't do all that. I can't focus on that right now. Eventually, I moved back from China. The Most High did it. And then He brought me on board. And so the business was already established when I came.
Hold on, back it up. We want to tell how she came on board. She needed a contract or something.
Yeah, you needed like some things done for the website. Like,
We weren't even at the website at this point. It was something I needed you to write up for me or something.
yeah, to put on the website.
But okay, yeah,
Like the
terms and conditions.
Absolutely.
The terms and conditions.
Right. So at what point did theater and art, and at what point of your walk, and I know how Elder Yakan the Plug is very spiritual, and I know he gets a lot of images in his mind for some of these creations, and I know Sister Chi-Chi, I know you all both have a lot, y'all basically 100% creative ownership over everything.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to kind of dig into, at what point did you know, okay, this transition of growth from Christianity
Can you give her her position at the company?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can also announce your position. Both of y'all can announce your positions, and then we can finish that question there.
I am co-owner and president of Rhema Word Clothing.
All right. Co-owner and president.
And I'm a co-owner and CEO.
Co-owner and CEO. All right. So this is a partnership here.
Yes.
Yes.
So excellent. So at what point did you all know, all right, this ministry right here would have the impact that it's having on the Hebraic community? Because it's having a big impact.
Well, I want him to start He's been doing this for a long time. Back when he was in Florida, he used to like
Yeah, when I was
streetwear.
Yeah, I was like 15, but I always been conscious. But I wasn't raised in church, you know. But so the people that was like my pastors I consider my pastors were like my uncle. My uncle was like the go-to, you know, Hebrew elder Samuel Williams. He was like the go-to person I went to for like deep things and stuff like that, because he's very spiritual and stuff like that too. But people that you guys would know would be like Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey, Nelson Mandela, King Haile Selassie, and the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual but revolutionary.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
So that was your transition to the Hebraic faith, because you always had that consciousness.
Yeah.
You always had that revolutionary vibe.
Then Bob Marley,
Okay.
I was taking stuff from here and there, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
hearing like with biblical terms and stuff like that, and gaining more of an understanding. So those are the people that I was like looking up to until I really started studying like the autobiography for the Messiah myself. And I was like, whoa, he was, you know what I'm saying? He was a revolutionary.
Absolutely.
He wasn't no punk, you know what I'm saying? But to say when I started the clothing was around 15, I was just doing little conscious stuff.
Yeah.
You know, by that time, around that time, this was in the 90s, they had the paintings.
Okay,
So
I remember
paintings
that.
on the
People would airbrush and spray paint the
I
paints.
couldn't airbrush. I never tried to airbrush. So
Okay.
I would draw like with the marker and stuff like that and still give them that same effect.
Right.
You know, they just wanted stuff on their jeans. And just doing like conscious stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I always saw the struggle of my people and stuff like that. So I always wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I always had that leader mentality.
Absolutely.
So even when I was in the streets doing other stuff that I shouldn't do, I wouldn't go as far as them.
Right.
I knew that
You had a calling.
I knew that I had a calling. I knew that I was gonna be a leader first and foremost for my people and stuff like that. And fast forward, here I am today.
Right.
And so I left the clothing thing alone for a while, you know what I'm saying? And then I started doing it again temporary for a few years. But once I started connecting with the Hebrew community and stuff like that too, it just, you know, I procrastinated for like a year, and then I jumped on it in 2016, and then like 2017, like less than a year, Chichi was already here working with me.
Absolutely.
You know?
Now let me ask you this. How much does Vegas have an influence on your clothing? And the reason I'm asking that is because I just rode through Vegas, lit up on the Vegas Strip, and I'm looking at all the colors, all the lights, and I look at some of y'all color schemes and how they're bright and, you know, they kind of flamboyant and they stick out. Like, especially the True Israel, the Beware of False Prophets, and a host of others. And I know you've been in Vegas for 20 years.
Yeah, almost 20 years.
Yeah. And Sister Chichi, how long have you been in Vegas?
On and off for about 9.
On it, that's still that's a good amount of time.
Consistently for like 7.
Yeah.
And then since I moved back to Atlanta and then Alabama and then China, I've just been going back and forth.
Right. So would you say that Vegas played a role in kind of the vibe and the energy and the color schemes and because the bright lights, man, when you wear those clothes, it's city clothes.
I was gonna say that.
Okay.
I was gonna say that. First, I'll say we both creative, got a creative vein. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna say this. I don't normally say this, but I know you can vouch for me. You can vouch for me. I'm gonna say this for the camera, and I don't normally say it, but I'm a still prophet, and she can still prophet. Still prophet. And prophets love colors. That's one thing about they love colors.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So we can just see something. Like all this stuff that you see, we saw it. Like we come together and it all blend together. So we love colors. That's why you'll see us rocking all different kind of colors. So that, I say, play a major part in our walk, our background. You know what I'm saying? You see our life.
Absolutely.
You see the Most High in it. You see the Spirit of the Most High in it. But you also see our life. I'm gonna say this to our big sister Gail, our brother King Ugo Chugo. He made a commercial for us when we first got started. That's a good cheap commercial just to help us promote it out. Our sister prophetess Yale. She came across a commercial and saw the product before she met us. As soon as she saw the product, she said, those people that design these clothes, she said, it's a spirit of prophecy on this, called spirit of prophecy. She said, those people are prophets. That's what she said.
Absolutely.
Whoever designed them clothes, they're a prophet.
Yep, and you know, colors also have meanings, and that's something in the Hebraic
they
faith
have
that's,
meaning.
yep, that's an often lost, forgotten art.
It is.
And you know, even like colors like purple, meaning royalty, kingship, rulership, and just the way y'all put them together and make them blend and pop. And you know, I think people from every major city in particular, even anywhere, they're gonna relate to what the clothing is, and it's actually ministering to people. And I just gotta commend y'all for y'all's work.
The thing about it, like we always say, it's a ministry first. You know what I'm saying? Before it's a business, it's a ministry first.
Absolutely.
So you know, that's how we treat it. That's what. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Rhema word clothing that ministers.
And it does.
Our slogan speaks for itself. Because when you put it on, you see how it works. You see that it indeed ministers. And I always, whenever I'm interviewed, I always say this about our company. We create conversation pieces, wearable conversation pieces, because a lot of times when you come into this knowledge of who you are as an Israelite, it's hard to just organically start up a conversation about, I'm an Israelite. Oh, I'm a blood tie. I have a blood tie connection to one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Especially if you're talking to someone who may be Caucasian or of like another nationality. Like, how do you just, a different religion, how do you just randomly start that conversation? Probably not in a way that will be receptive to the other individual.
Absolutely.
So why not just wear something that will spark somebody's interest to the point where they ask you, what does that mean on your cap? Oh, it means hallelujah. I see. Well, what does the last captivity mean? What does that mean? So you want people to ask you questions, so that gives you an open door to actually start dialogue, start the conversation that might have been a difficult conversation to have prior to wearing our clothing. So
absolutely.
And like our website, we have a unique website now. I can say I never saw one like this. You can actually go to school while you're shopping. You go to the item, and each item you go to, it has a inscription on the side of it. So it gives you the history. History, or explain to you that item that you purchased, in case you don't know. You know, it break down if it's something to do with history, and it has historical or scriptural. Yeah, we make sure we tie scriptural, history, geology, and everything tied in.
Wow.
A couple times our site was being visited, so much it had shut down.
Yeah. Oh wow, I'm gonna actually revisit the site and check that out. That is intriguing right there. So y'all even educating while people are shopping for the clothes.
There were some times on some of the products where it would take me a week to post the product.
Yeah, she will hold.
Because I had to do so much research and study and pray to type up everything just to make sure. Like,
sometimes we'll have a tax while she doing that.
Yeah.
The computer shut down after she done all that typing and everything, man. Didn't want her to get it out.
And then I have to hold my partner back because he be like so ready to post new stuff. Like, wait.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Right, but it definitely shows that y'all put in effort, energy, work, and it definitely shows that it's ordained by the Father.
Yeah, we love it. And let us say this though. Like she said, we ain't just jump on the boat. We got a background. Like I took I went to a community college. I didn't graduate, but let me tell you a quick story that show you that the Most High was preparing me for this and other stuff, because my background was business. I was taking business, a business major, but I wasn't taking the classes I was supposed to take for that business major. I was taking classes like African history, right? I was taking English classes and stuff like that. You know, for my poet side, I to take poetry and stuff like that. But just to say, I just want to let you guys know the Most High was preparing us. You know, and my mom, she was kind of worried because she was like, I'm scared that your money gonna run out, your college money gonna run out before you finish your major because you're taking all these other classes.
Right.
That's irrelevant to business, which it was irrelevant, but at that time it looked irrelevant to her.
Right.
You know, but it's all tying in and everything now. So you see our life, you see everything in this.
Yes.
You know,
the Most High was paving the way.
Yeah, we love it, man. We love it. We'll be doing this if, you know, money wasn't even a factor, because we have been doing it before money was a factor.
Right. Because it was already
we invest our own money into the company, and we don't really focus on trying to pay ourselves.
Yeah.
Although there are times where we can, but really there's times where it's time for me to get my pay, and I just reinvest it back into the company.
Absolutely.
Because we love the ministry that the Most High has placed in our hands, and we do this for the community. And so we're really excited too, because we've been working on our women's line, and oh my goodness,
we've been getting plenty of attacks with that right there
oh
too.
My goodness. I'm so glad we're doing this interview right now, because we've had so many people waiting on this women's line. And I know we've been saying we've been working on this women's line for what, 3 years now? Look, but it has taken just that long because I'm very artistic. He's artistic. I see something in my head, and it's not going to go right until I get it the way I see it in my head. And so it took us this long because I was very strategic in finding the right artist, like a person that paints and draws, literally. I have an artist that I've been working with.
Great.
Who has come up with some original artwork for our clothing. And I wasn't sure, and it's very colorful because we love color. We love color. If you look at my Facebook profile page, like that's me on the inside. That's Yakan on the inside. It's like rainbows.
And you guys are shining, boy.
And so
the clothing is showing.
The clothing, the women's clothing, like it's taken so long because the Most High had to connect me with the right artist to get what I wanted.
This is actually poetry on clothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then, like, once things started kicking off this year, we were supposed to have launched the women's boutique line like this summer, okay? But we've been under so much attack. You want to take it over?
Yeah, because we serious about this thing, you know what I'm saying? Just like the mores are serious, like we're mores in this field, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, when we have fun with it, but we take it serious, and we take our, when it comes to shipping, you know what I'm saying? We don't play on the shipping.
And I could be a testament to that as well, because I've ordered and it's been nothing but professional, and I've been getting my clothing at a timely fashion, and I can be a testament to that.
Man, you're tight, but I still don't let our brotherhood get in the way like a business. I'm a professional. I'm still gonna get it in a timely manner. It's gonna be a nice package when you receive it. You know,
most definitely.
And I just want to say again, the women's clothing line is coming.
That's actually why she's out here in Vegas. That's one of the reasons.
Yes, and I have not been home in a while because my daughter was in school back in the South. We were trying her out there, which stopped me from coming back home as often because she was there with me in the South. And then COVID happened, so I wasn't flying back home as much for the business and, you know, just to be here. So it's so good to be back, and, you know, just I have a couple of meetings I have to do tomorrow on behalf of the women's line. It's getting worked on right now as we speak. I'm so excited to see where we are with the clothes, and I really can't wait to release it. I think you guys are really gonna love what we've done.
That sounds excellent.
Because it's right now we're doing, you know, premium hats and t-shirts, caps and t-shirts, but we're planning on doing plenty of stuff in the future. You know what I'm saying? Anything to do with clothing.
This women's boutique line, there's no t-shirts. No t-shirts, no caps. This is like, there are times, okay, so my style is very different, okay? And most people know that. So usually when I go to like a conference, an Israelite conference, I don't look like everybody else.
Yeah.
And I've had several Israelite women that have asked me, you know, oh, is this a part of your clothing line? And I'm like, no, it's not. But like that's part of what's inspired this line of clothing that we have with the boutique line. It's just my style, my original style. So I wanted to kind of bring that into the mix as
Absolutely.
well.
Incorporated in.
And I know that the people are looking forward to that. And y'all heard it here exclusively on Nubreed to the world over. The women's clothing line is coming, y'all.
It's coming. Be
And
patient with us.
most definitely, I want y'all to just plug in any way y'all can be reached. Business inquiries, if you want to drop emails, if you want to drop social media, of course the website. Y'all can go ahead and use this opportunity to do so.
www.rhemawordclothing.com. That's our email. Our website. And if you want to email us, contact us. It's rhemawordclothingpresident@gmail.com.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
And of course the links will be down in the description box. And y'all know we got to start supporting from the inside out, because listen, that's essential in building our culture and standing strong as people. All right, we really got to start
Are you
supporting each
gonna follow
other.
us on
Oh yeah.
Okay, what else y'all got? What other social media?
Instagram, right?
So Facebook.
Yeah, Instagrams, Facebook, all of that.
Yeah.
Facebook,
And also this
Instagram,
is
yeah.
one of the caps from Rhema Word Clothing right here that we're wearing. Of course we're wearing our cap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Where false prophets, especially in this dispensation of time, in this day and age, I always tell people, a false prophet doesn't mean that they don't have a gift to see into the future. It could be someone that is working with a familiar spirit that's telling you something that could bear some truth, but this thing is not from the Most High.
Yep.
That's a false prophet. That is a prophet that is not coming from the Most High Yah. So you have to be mindful that where false prophets could also not just mean somebody that's telling lies, that's I guess presenting themselves as a true prophet, but it could also be someone that's operating with familiar spirits as well.
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
And it's gonna all in the clue. It's gonna all a false prophet gonna always lead you back to money. Money gonna be involved.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Truth.
He's not gonna be leading you, or he or she is not gonna be trying to lead you to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? They'll never lead you to the Most High. They'll throw
Absolutely.
his name up and stuff, but you watch closely.
And that's the
you'll
thing
see.
about y'all's clothing. People wearing it, that is actually people ministering to other people. And that's going to lead them to the Most High.
Lead them to the Most High.
Just from seeing the clothing. That's
Yeah.
that's what's so impactful about what y'all doing. And again, I commend y'all 100% salute. Everybody, make sure y'all thumb this video up, share it, because it's time, y'all. It's time
Yes,
to really start
and
building.
if you're in another country, we will ship to you.
Yeah.
I think we are, right now I think we're just in Africa
Yeah.
and in the U.S.
We're working on a better shipping system.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all for
appreciate
this.
everybody, man,
Thank
for
you.
supporting us,
Absolutely.
patronizing us. Yeah, we don't want to say a customer, we are patronizer.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all.
All praises to the Most High.
All
Shout out to
praise.
Nubreed.
Thank you.
Nubreed.
All right.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala. Shalom and peace.